Hi, I'm Max Gonzalez, otherwise known as Gassy Mexican here, but you probably know that if you've been watching my stuff for a while. We're gonna do something a little fun and different today. The autocorrect interview, you've probably seen it on Wired, and you know, we're gonna copy them because it's a good idea and I am full of myself. Start with number one. Okay, look how nice this is, by the way. Look at that. Look at, these are magnetic strip things, like tape that she made. So, all right, first one. By the way, before we get into this, any time that we get a typical one, I'm expecting Morgan Freeman. I'm expecting questions about Renee, my previous girlfriend, if you don't know who I am or whatever. And the Creatures, that's another group that I was a part of, used to make, you know, videos and stuff. Every time that happens, something typical that I'm expecting, I'll let you know. We're gonna have this little drinking game. I got a whiskey ginger right over here. So if you guys want to, you know, pause the video now and then go make yourself a drink and I'll let you know when to drink. Sound good? Good. Drink, by the way. Don't judge me on the straw, okay? It gets in the beard and nobody wants that when you got a mic on your chest, okay? What does Gassy Mexican do? It says Gassy Mexican. Did you spell this wrong? We're gonna say that somebody who searched this spelled it wrong. What does Gassy Mexican do? Well, Gassy Mexican is an online entertainer. I do YouTube. I'm like an internet buffoon. I've been doing online content creation for the past like 10 years plus, YouTube and streaming and things like that on Twitch. In general, people know me for having a beard, being half Mexican. I have a dog that is a Siberian Husky, and also I do voices sometimes. So I'm sure we'll get to voice questions. What time does Gassy... ripped off. Kind of ripped off. What time does Gassy Mexican stream? It's typically around 7 p.m. Central Time. I'm in Chicago. That's where we're living now. We're gonna move eventually, but I think we're not moving time zone wise. But typically around 7 p.m. Central Time. Before that, it was kind of just whenever. Every now and then, you know, you screw up and you stream later than you want to. But that's around when I stream. Thanks. What voice changer does Gassy Mexican use? So I'm realizing that the adhesive on this is, but I can still make out what they are. What type of voice changer does Gassy Mexican use? I get this question a lot, especially on stream. The audio setup that I have is a Line 6 UX2 hardware, like audio USB interface, but the software behind it is called PodFarm, and that works with the hardware. And yeah, there's a couple different stuff and different effects on there, but the one that like changes it pitch up and pitch down is called Bender, and that is a thing you have to buy in the power pack for that software and that hardware. Good question. What is Gassy Mexican doing? Right now I'm sitting in front of a camera with a bunch of lights that I set up. We don't have a production company here. We got her though, she's pretty good. She's off camera. Put your hand in that camera. Put your hand in that camera! Yeah, no, I'm filming this thing because I wanna do more YouTube stuff and I'm trying to be creative on here. And you know what? Nothing more creative nowadays on YouTube than copying something that's already successful. What does Gassy Mexican do? Right there. Porn star. We had a market that started in Mexico, but people are starting to realize that I look white. I bleached my skin now, so now I'm starting to get the North American market. You know what I'm saying? What sign is Gassy Mexican? I'm assuming you're talking about the Capricorn, Leo, and all that zodiac sign. I think I'm a Capricorn. I'm looking at my girlfriend to see. Hey Google, what zodiac sign is December 25th?
According to astrology, as a Capricorn born on December 25th,
Capricorn, I was right. Hey, shut up. Stop it. Okay. I don't know what any of that means, so yay! Moving right along. What are Gassy Mexican phone number? What? That was one of them? What is my phone number? You creepers. I'm not gonna tell you what my phone, if I had the rejection hotline number memorized, I would just tell you that one. What Gassy Mexican intro song? Were these how you search them? You guys have broken English when you're searching Google. It's Google though, so you don't really need to. It just fills in the blanks. My intro song is called Timmy Trumpet Freaks, but it's by Timmy Trumpet, and it's a song called Freaks. If you're talking about my stream intro song. There's a different version that I use that's more like instrumental. It doesn't have the rapper, I can't remember what the name of the rapper is, but yeah, it's a different version. You can find it if you do some real sleuthing and digging, but it's out there. What Gassy Mexican net worth? Yeah, I don't even know my own net worth. Everything you see on the websites that calculate that stuff, that's a lie. Everything that I've seen when I Googled it myself is way over, and I wish I made that much, but I don't make as much as those websites claim. I make enough to pay my bills and, you know, live comfortably. So that's what I'll say. I'm not going to tell you how much I make, you freaks. What are you going to do? Rob me? Get away from me. That's that one. Does Gassy Mexican speak Spanish? Yes, a little bit. Un poquito, pero no mucho, which means a little bit, but not much. No, I used to speak Spanish when I was younger, like fluently. I'm told, as a kid. And when we moved away from my, you know, Hispanic relatives and stuff in Chicagoland area, we went to the northern border of Illinois. My parents didn't really keep up the Spanish around the house, so I more understand now than I actually speak. So I'm sorry if you guys are really, really identifying with the whole Mexican side of me. I've let you down. I'm white and I don't speak Spanish. Does Gassy Mexican Joker voice? Yes, I do. Do you want a Joker voice here? You're not gonna get it, just kidding. Let's see, what's a Joker line? My father was a drinker and a fiend. One night, he made me sit down in front of a camera and answer dumb questions. Does Gassy Mexican voice acting? Who wrote these questions? This wasn't you, was it? This is how they were phrased? Does Gassy Mexican voice acting? Yes, Gassy Mexican does voice acting. Not as much as he would like. Primarily, I focus on YouTube and streaming and all that for my income and what I do, and that takes up a lot of my time. I've done some commercials here and there. I've done minor voice acting for small projects. I wouldn't be considered like a professional voice actor. I'd be an amateur. I think I'd enjoy it a lot, and it's something that I really like doing. That burp is free. Next time I'll charge. Does Gassy Mexican age? Thank you guys for even asking that, because that makes me feel good. Yeah, I definitely age. You can see right here the grays that are in the beard. I'm gonna lean down here. See these grays right here? I was freaking out a little bit when, not freaking out, but I was a little concerned when I started seeing grays in my beard. I'm kind of just embracing it now, especially since the one standing off camera, doesn't mind the salt and pepper look, so I don't care.
It's sexy.
It's sexy, she says. Done with that card. How many impressions does Gassy Mexican can do? I can do a lot of them. I don't know, I've never tallied them up. There's a lot of them. There's a lot. How does Gassy Mexican change his voice? With a lot of software. I actually have zero talent as far as changing my voice, and it's all just been a sham and a lie, and I'm so sorry that I lied to you guys. Just practice. I practiced in the shower when no one was home. Especially when I was younger, I was very self-conscious about being able to, you know, do different voices and stuff, and I didn't want people to judge me. So a lot of just watching like cartoons and then emulating it and figuring out just how I change tightness of throat or, you know, different vocal techniques. For instance, the one I always use as an example is Zoidberg. Hello, I'm Dr. Zoidberg. Are you liking this video? Hopefully you are. If not, it's fine because, well, I'm poor and I've learned that life is it's horrible. How old is Gassy Mexican? I am currently 28 years old. A lot of people think I'm older. I credit that to the fact that I don't age. Remember the other question? All right, next one. How tall is Gassy Mexican? I barely saw that because you can see the tape kind of. It's all right, I can decipher them. How tall is Gassy Mexican? I am 6'4", 6'3" on a bad day. Probably 6'3", but I like saying I'm 6'4". I think I'm 6'4". It's one of the two. I'm pretty tall. How much does Gassy Mexican make? You freaks, what are you trying to rob me? Get away from me. No, I'm not gonna tell you how much I make. I make a decent amount. Compared to like what other people make, I'm very fortunate for what I do. And it's no small part due to you guys watching me. So thank you very much for allowing me to make a decent living. That's my catchphrase. You freaks, get away from me. How did Gassy Mexican get famous? Morgan Freeman video where I did like a game called Hidden, Halo glitch videos and funny videos, commentary to streaming, always been a part of my thing, and then YouTube and all that stuff. And I was a part of a group called The Creatures. Drink! There's a lot of different points in my life. How is, I ripped it so it looks like Assy Mexican. How is Assy Mexican? Well, Assy Mexican is an alter ego of mine. It's a cartoon series that we're pitching to a couple Adult Swim, regular Cartoon Network, because I personally think that it can be a children's show without the vulgarity, but you know, not everybody disagrees with me. I'm doing good. I'm okay. I'm feeling pretty good. I like that I'm making this video. It's, you know, trying to make some new content on the channel. We're gonna clickbait the shit out of this video, so you guys, I'm sorry, it's not a video about pets. It has nothing to do with pets. Who am I, right? I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for the question. You didn't actually, you Googled it. You never thought I would ever look at this, did you? You freak.